If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. The Golden State Warriors dynasty that defined an entire generation of basketball has reached a crossroads, and at the center of it all is none other than Stephen Curry. After years of dominating the NBA, after countless memories of triumph, heartbreak, and legendary moments, the Warriors find themselves facing a future that looks drastically different. For the first time in over a decade, Stephen Curry will be entering a new season without his longtime partner in crime, Klay Thompson, by his side. And just recently, Curry finally spoke out on what this means for him, for the team, and for the future of the Golden State Warriors. Fans, analysts, and even rival players are stunned by Curry's words, because they paint a picture of both deep reflection and fiery determination. This isn't just another off-season story. This feels like the closing of one chapter and the beginning of something entirely new. Let's rewind for a second. When Klay Thompson officially left the Warriors this offseason, it was more than just a roster move, it was the end of an era. The Splash Brothers, the duo that revolutionized the game of basketball with their insane three-point shooting, were no more. Together, Curry and Thompson rewrote NBA history. They didn't just win championships, they changed how basketball was played at every level. Kids growing up in playgrounds didn't want to dunk anymore, they wanted to shoot from 30 feet out, just like Steph and Klay. So naturally, when Thompson's departure was confirmed, Warriors fans across the globe were heartbroken. Social media exploded with tributes, highlight reels, and emotional farewells. Even opposing fans admitted it just wouldn't feel the same without Klay in Golden State. And the big question immediately became, what would Steph Curry say about all this? How would the face of the Warriors, the man who's been loyal through every high and low, react to losing his brother on the court? At first, Curry stayed silent. He was seen training, focusing, keeping his head down. But just days ago, he finally addressed the situation, and his words shocked the NBA community. Curry admitted that losing Klay hit him harder than anything he's ever faced in his career. He described Thompson as not just a teammate, but family, saying that they had been through everything together: injuries, comebacks, titles, and even those heartbreaking finals losses. "It feels surreal," Curry said, "because for so long, I couldn't imagine stepping onto the floor and not seeing him in the same jersey." But here's the part that has everyone talking. Curry didn't stop at nostalgia. He didn't just mourn what was lost. Instead, he shifted gears and sent a powerful message to the Warriors organization and to the entire league. Curry declared that while Klay's exit marks the end of an iconic era, it does not mean the Warriors are done. He spoke with the same quiet confidence that has defined his career, saying, "The game doesn't wait for anybody. We built something special, but now it's about building again. I'm not finished. We're not finished." Those words lit a fire under fans who were starting to doubt whether Golden State could ever compete again. Many had assumed that with Klay gone, Draymond Green aging, and a roster in flux, the Warriors were headed for a slow decline. But Curry is making it clear he isn't going down without a fight. What makes his statement even more powerful is the fact that Curry, at 37 years old, could have easily taken the easy route. He could have hinted at retirement soon, or at least admitted that maybe the championship window is closed. Instead, he doubled down. Curry said that he's more motivated than ever to prove that Golden State can rise again, even if it means doing things differently. So what does this mean for the Warriors' future? Well, the front office is now under massive pressure. Joe Lacob, the team's owner, and Mike Dunleavy Jr., the general manager, know that Curry doesn't just want to play, he wants to win. And if they can't put the right pieces around him, there's a growing fear among some fans that Steph could eventually look elsewhere. When asked directly about staying with Golden State for the rest of his career, Curry smiled but didn't give a definitive answer. Instead, he said, "I love this franchise with everything I've got. But at the end of the day, I just want to compete at the highest level. That's what matters most." That single statement has sparked endless debate. Is Curry subtly sending a message to management? Is he warning them that if they don't commit to building another contender, he might consider leaving? After all, we've seen legends before him like Kobe Bryant and Dirk Nowitzki stay loyal forever. But we've also seen stars like LeBron James and Kevin Durant change teams to chase championships. Could Curry one day shock the world and leave Golden State? For now, the focus is on the present. And the Warriors' present is full of questions. Without Klay, who steps up as Curry's new co-star? Can Andrew Wiggins finally play consistently at an elite level? Will Jonathan Kuminga blossom into the next franchise cornerstone? What about Moses Moody or Brandon Podziemski? Curry himself made it clear that he's willing to mentor the younger guys, but he also said development takes time. And time isn't something I have forever. That comment hit fans hard. It was a reminder that as great as Curry is, as timeless as his shooting looks, his career clock is ticking. He doesn't have another 10 years. He needs results soon. Insiders are already reporting that the Warriors are exploring big trades. Some say they could target another superstar to pair with Steph. Names like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, or even a wild card move for someone like Jimmy Butler have been floated. Others believe the Warriors might go a different route and build depth around Curry, surrounding him with versatile defenders and knockdown shooters to replicate their old formula. But one thing is certain, Curry's words have changed the tone of the offseason. Before, it felt like the Warriors were just drifting, unsure of their direction. Now, it feels like there's urgency, because when Steph Curry speaks, everyone listens. And make no mistake, fans around the league are listening too. Rival fanbases who thought the Warriors were finally done are now on edge. They've seen this story before. Back in 2021, people said Golden State's dynasty was over after 2 lost seasons. What happened next? Curry and the Warriors stormed back, shocking the world, and won another championship in 2022. Could history repeat itself? Curry certainly believes so. In his closing remarks, he said something that sent chills down the spines of both Warriors fans and their rivals. Every time people count us out, we find a way. That hasn't changed. Think about that for a second. This is a man who has nothing left to prove. He's already the greatest shooter of all time, a 2-time MVP, a 4-time champion, and a Finals MVP. Yet he's still hungry, still motivated, still ready to fight. That's the mentality of a true legend. As we look ahead, the NBA landscape feels wide open. The Nuggets, Celtics, Bucks, and other powerhouses are fighting for supremacy. But lurking in the background is Steph Curry, the ultimate underdog superstar who has made a career out of defying the odds. If the Warriors can retool the roster and give him the right support, who's to say they can't make one more magical run? Of course, it won't be easy. Without Klay, the chemistry will be different. The locker room energy will shift. But sometimes, change brings opportunity. Maybe this is the spark that forces Golden State to reinvent itself once again. Maybe this is the moment when Curry elevates his leadership to a whole new level. Whatever happens, one thing is clear, the Warriors' story is far from over. Klay Thompson may be gone, but Stephen Curry is still here, still speaking out, still leading, and still carrying the hopes of an entire franchise on his shoulders. So the question now is not whether the dynasty is dead. The question is, can Steph Curry write one more unforgettable chapter? And if his recent words are any indication, he fully intends to do just that. Warriors fans, buckle up because the ride isn't over yet.